Does the barbell deadlift hurt your back? Do deadlifts in general hurt your back? Maybe your hips as well? Trust me, you are not alone. I also have issues with deadlifts. Now, before you swear off this highly functional movement pattern altogether and say, I just can't do deadlifts anymore, watch this video. What's up, guys? Jay here. So I've been a trainer and coach for over 17 years. I've been helping men and women get functionally strong, stay functionally fit, build muscle, improve their mobility, all while staying lean. And one of the most common exercises that give people problems, myself included, is the deadlift. Now, this could be for a number of different reasons. You could have legit injuries and limitations that prevent you from doing deadlifts or make it very difficult to do deadlifts without pain. This could be that you have very poor technique and you don't even know it. Or this could be that you're just using the wrong deadlift variation for your body. If you and I were gonna work together one-on-one, the first thing that we would do is we would look at your technique. We wouldn't swear off the barbell deadlift altogether. We would first take a close look and see how you're moving, because sometimes just a small change in your technique and the way that you move can be a complete game changer. So a good starting point is feet right under the hips. We're gonna have a slight bend of the knees. We're gonna push our butt back. So we're hinging at the hips. You should feel a stretch in those hamstrings. We're then gonna lower down to the barbell. So we're starting a few inches away from the bar, because as we bend the knees to get down to the barbell, then the shins are gonna go right up to the bar. We want that bar as tight to the shins and as tight to the body as possible throughout the exercise. From here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the lats down and back. So we're pulling tension out of the bar, so you can hear that click. So pull the tension out of the bar, really engage the lats and create tension through the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back, all the way through the lats. We're gonna have a spine neutral. So I don't want you looking up like this. I don't want you looking down in between your legs. I want you looking down and in front of your body. Now, before you deadlift this bar up, I want you to think about driving down into the floor with your feet while you simultaneously pull this bar up to that standing position. Make sure your chest and your hips rise at the same exact time. This is where a lot of people go wrong, where their hips go first, the back rounds, and they stand tall, putting all of the stress into the lower back, when it should be primarily in the hamstrings, glutes, and of course, some lower back and spinal erectors. Another key here is to brace properly. So once we're all set up, lats are pulled down and back, we're ready to go. Take a deep breath in, into the gut, into the stomach, brace, and then stand tall. Exhale at the top, bringing the hips to neutral. Do not overarch. Squeeze your butt in this neutral position. Then reverse the movement. Push your butt back. Keep that barbell against the thighs. Lower down, hinging at the hips. Don't bend your knees until that barbell passes your knees, then lower down with control. Now, let's say your technique is really good, but still, for whatever reason, the barbell deadlift just bothers your back, it just bothers your hips, it's just not working for you anymore. Maybe it's time just to ditch the barbell and just try out some different variations. Variations that still allow you to build and maintain your functional strength, but to help you move pain-free. So I personally ditched the barbell a number of years ago. I had a back injury a long time ago, and my back's just never been good since then. And I was also diagnosed with a torn labrum in my left hip a number of years ago, and the barbell just stopped working for me. Also, I just stopped caring about lifting crazy heavy weights. So I didn't want to just stop moving, I just wanted to find different ways to move. So oftentimes a big game changer for people is the hex bar deadlift. Just being able to hold the weight off to the side of the body as opposed to slightly out in front of the body with a traditional barbell deadlift can oftentimes get people moving better and moving pain-free. So for someone that still wants to lift really heavy and really push your limits, but you want to do it in a safer manner, try the hex bar deadlift. If you don't have access to a hex bar, or maybe you just want to use kettlebells instead, the kettlebell deadlift is going to offer the same positioning as a hex bar deadlift, obviously just using kettlebells. The only limiting factor here with the kettlebell deadlift is going to be the amount of weight you can use. So if you have a very high strength level, you might not be able to lift as heavy as you want to lift. If you're still having pain with both the hex bar and the kettlebell deadlift, we're holding weights off to the side, try out a sumo deadlift. Sometimes changing our stance, which then inherently changes the angle of our hips a little bit, can be a game changer for people and help people to still work this hip hinging pattern without pain. So try with a wider stance, angle those toes out a little bit. You can use 2 kettlebells like so. You can also just use 1 kettlebell as well.
If you're still experiencing issues with the bilateral variations, I would take a more unilateral approach and try something like a kickstand deadlift and see if that helps. Sometimes, again, just a change in the angles of the hips, just the smallest changes can be a game changer and can get us out of pain. What's also great about this exercise is it's predominantly a unilateral exercise where we're hitting each leg or each side of the body equally, building symmetry from side to side, as opposed to a bilateral variation where we could be favoring one side over the other, which could be creating some imbalances. So definitely try out the kickstand deadlift and see if that helps.
All right, guys, moral of the story here is don't stop moving. Just find different ways to move. Don't swear off movement patterns altogether. Just try out some different variations and see what you can find that works best for your body, because movement is so key to our overall physical health and, of course, to our longevity. If you guys like this video and you found it useful, let me know in the comments. And until the next video, I'll talk to you guys soon.